Hey guys, welcome to another manga vlog video. Excited to take you guys with us. First things first, we're stopping by a cafe here in town called Chiro Coffee. It's a new place that's run by a church. So we're gonna pick up a to-go and head to the library. That's right, we're heading to the library today. It's been a while since I've been, but there's quite a few series that I've been thinking about that I need to get back into. So let's get started. So the first thing that I noticed coming up here was some of the displays of manga that are coming soon. Blue Lock, Delicious Dungeon, Nana, Solo Leveling, and other series that I am really excited. Frieren was there too. And so it definitely seems like they've been growing and adding at least a few more series. Of course, if you've seen the other manga vlog videos, at the library, then some of these will definitely look familiar to you. But I am always just so impressed with the selection that they have. Attack on Titan up there. We have Azu Manga, which is like the same kind of art style as a couple of series that I have currently. So I'm curious if it's the same manga artist. We have Black Bullet, couple of volumes here. I've heard a little bit about this series. What do you guys think about Black Bullet? Is it any good? I am kind of curious. Maybe this will be a pickup here in the future, but not for today. Of course, we have Black Butler next to Black Bullet. Really, really solid series. So I know several people who love that series. Of course, you had all the Bleach down there and up top, next to some Blood Blockade Battlefront. I need to get Volume 3, and I almost got it today, but I decided that I had other ones in mind, and I think I'll put this one on hold for just a little bit longer. Do my eyes deceive me? Oh my goodness, guys, that is Case Closed Volume 3. I have been looking for this volume for a while. It has been away from the library. I guess other people have been reading it, but finally, it has arrived just in time for me to make this my first pickup of the day. And it looks like a new, fresh volume. So maybe they bought it recently to add it back to the collection. It's looking good. I'm ready for it. So definitely gonna get this volume and continue our search. Got some Demon Slayer up there. We have Dr. Stone, which I love the artist, the mangaka for Dr. Stone. I really love the Marshall King series. That's currently out in Shonen Jump. And I always like to look at some different types of manga. Here we have a Tokyo Pop series, Door Chaos. Looks like a gothic Castlevania early 2000s series. Have any of you guys read that one? Let me know down in the comments. My wife pulled up this Demon Slayer volume. Funny enough, as she's flipping through, we noticed it's the exact volume that we left off on the anime. So funny enough, we decided to close it because we didn't want to get spoiled. And yeah, let's keep going. Saw some Fairy Tail there, Fruits Basket. We're also watching through that series. And I'm really always impressed with the hardcovers they have. Of course, they have Inuyasha over there, but they have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, some of the early parts and some of the newer parts as well. Such a cool variety of manga that they have at the library. This is why I always recommend checking out your library just to see if they have manga. It would be a very good and cost-effective way to save while being able to read some series you may not otherwise have checked out. All right, and here again is Fruits Basket. My wife definitely caught her eye as she's flipping through. Who's y'all's favorite character? Mine might just be Kyo. And just right about now, I spotted another manga that definitely caught my eye, two of them actually. So Arslan is definitely a series I've been wanting to pick up at some point, and then Heaven's Design Team. I might have spotted this in another library video, but this one is just so interesting to me. I feel like it's very creative. I ended up not reading the synopsis this time, but the art looks great. It seems like it's packed with content, with detail and a lot of writing, and it seems kind of funny. So let me know if you guys know about that series, what it's about. There is some of the monster volumes that they finally decided to put up on the shelves. And once again, I'm just so impressed with the variety of the manga they have. There's Mashal, there's Mob Psycho, and of course, Magi. So here is the second volume I'm going to pick up. I think I'm going to go ahead and get the next volume in the series that I am on. I believe it's volume 5. And really excited to see how the Alibaba arc finishes up. And as I was skimming through, it was right about here that I realized that actually I had already read volume 5. There was the money shot there at the end of the volume, or close to the end of it. And I'm actually on volume 6, which I'm guessing this arc will be finished in this volume. But of course, I'll have to read it and see for you guys. Now, of course, the next series that I'm going to be continuing is Magus of the Library. This series is just awesome. It feels like I've already read like 10 volumes worth of this series, but because the information is so packed, so condensed in a good way, I realized that I had only read through 2 of the volumes. So today I am going to be picking up the 3rd volume today and hopefully figure out whether our main character Theo is going to become a librarian. So definitely seems like there's some interesting side characters that are being introduced as well. And as we skim through here, we of course see the Naruto section, and going to our 3rd pickup of the day, and that is Book of Friends. I think I'm on volume 5 for this one. This is such a good read. I know a lot of you guys on the channel also appreciate Natsume's Book of Friends, so I'm going to pick up that one. There is some One Piece shout out, Noragami. Gotta make the One Piece section look good. Can't have that one laying on its side. So wanted to highlight another shoujo series. Here is Otomen. I don't know anything about it, but it definitely looks kind of interesting, kind of fruity. So let me know if any of you guys are into some of these more girly shoujo series. There's some One Punch Man, and there is some Rine. I actually have read a little bit of Rine, probably about 2 or 3 volumes. Didn't realize how long of a series it was. So there are the Persona manga volumes. Definitely like the Persona video game series. Would love to try it one day, the manga that is. And here is some Steins Gate. They have the 2nd and 3rd volume, and then they have the complete manga here. Now this one, I was so close to renting out. Honestly, I might get this one the next time I visit the library, along with Blood Blockade Battlefront Volume 3. I have a friend of mine who absolutely loves and swears by the anime for Steins Gate, so I might have to throw him a bone and get in the series myself. So I actually got a cool opportunity to talk to the librarian over the manga section, and she gave me a little bit of insight to how they selected the different manga that you see here in the video. And so she told me that in previous years, they were not given a budget for the manga section, whereas for other books, other fiction and nonfiction, they were of course given a budget for, but it wasn't until this past year that they were able to secure a budget to get more and newer series for the section. She said that it was always popular, the manga section that is, but only until this year was she really able to start going hard and promoting it more and more. And I can definitely see the effects of that as I've seen more and more series today. And here is one of the newer ones they got, Case Closed Volume 96. Crazy how that one is over 100 volumes along with One Piece. Anyways, but yeah, I thought it was really cool. And he also told me that the manga section at our library is now in this system with the rest of the state libraries in our state, where if I wanted to get a manga that was not at this location, I could actually go on the library's website and we could draw manga from other state libraries and that were not being used, and I could actually rent it from them, which I thought was really cool. The only downside to that is other libraries in the state could also take the manga from our library's location. So kind of a give and take system there, but I like it. I think that's good, and it'll give us access to a lot more manga in the future. So now with those 4 manga volumes, I think that is a good grab for today. So all of that manga searching definitely got us hungry. So we're going to stop by Don's Express and get some good food. Come join us. So we decided to get a bento box. Our friend got a tonkatsu ramen, and my wife got a curry katsu pork. All right, guys, we are back from the library. Let's go ahead and go over what we got today. The first one is the most lucrative pickup of the day, and that is Case Closed Volume 3. Like I said earlier, I had been looking for this one and looking for this one every time I went to the library to pick up the 3rd volume, and it was just not anywhere to be found. But finally, it looks like they got a new volume. It's nice and crisp, new white pages, no yellow in sight. So I am excited to continue into this detective series, which for those of you who don't know, even though there is a kid on the front cover, it seems like it would be kind of, more child-friendly. It's actually a little more darker than you think. It's older teen plus is the rating, and it's a high schooler that basically gets turned back into his elementary school self, and he is a whiz, like a modern Sherlock Holmes, and he basically solves a ton of crime. And so he is struggling to solve crime in his new kid body, with all the difficulties that takes in. So yeah, really good series, and I'm excited to get into the 3rd volume. All right, so the next one I got is Manga Volume 6. I thought I was on Volume 5, but I had to skim through it a little bit to realize that I was indeed on Volume 6. Really excited to see what ends up happening with the characters here. So a lot of world building has been introduced the past few volumes for Manga, and I'm all here for it. I absolutely love world building. And this series definitely has a lot of it. So I will let you guys know what I think of this volume here shortly in a review short on YouTube. All right, and the next one I decided to pick up is Natsume's Book of Friends Volume 5. I have been talking about Natsume's with a couple different subscribers over the weeks, just about how awesome of a slice of life series this is. It's got like a spiritual twist to it. So it's about this kid who can see yokai spirits, and there is a lot of interesting situations that he gets himself into with a lot of these yokai spirits. And it's a cool series because each chapter introduces the concept of the whole series in the beginning. So it's very much a pick up and go series. So even if you did not read any of the previous 4 volumes, you could pick up Volume 5 and totally understand what's going on, because the author, that's how she kind of crafted the stories to be. So it's very accessible. And there is some character development that happens throughout the volumes, but of course, if you read it from Volume 1, you're going to know everything. But even though that is the case, she makes it very accessible regardless. So definitely excited to get back into this series. And of course, I'm gonna let you guys know about this one as well. All right, speaking of world building, Magus the Library Volume 3. I think I already mentioned this, but man, the world building in the series is just top notch. It's so good. Now, I actually had to look this up, but Magus the Library has an interesting release schedule. So apparently they release 1 volume a year, which means that over the course of the year, let's see how many chapters that this one has. It looks like it has 1, 2, 3, 4, only 5 chapters, which means that over the course of a year, they released 5 chapters. Now, that seems very slow, I'm sure, to most of you, but the benefits of that is that the creator is able to just put so much time and care and detail in this series, and each page, each panel, and of course each chapter and volume is just loaded with information. As you can see, there's quite a few text, but it's not like the amount of text in here isn't like, doesn't overload you. It doesn't bore you because the world building is so good. And especially if you're someone who appreciates a lot of world building, you will just eat all of this lore up. As you can see at the beginning of each chapter, they love to go over certain things you may have seen in the previous chapter and kind of explain it in more detail to give you a greater appreciation of what it was. And yeah, so I've actually already read Magus the Library 3 before I made this recording at the end of the video. I just couldn't not get into it, you know? So, but yeah, super good volume. And I honestly, next time I go to the library, I'll probably get the next couple of Magus the Libraries. You'd think that it would take forever to get through because of how thick they are and how big they are compared to the other series. But I got through this sucker so quick. So yeah, I won't spoil anything that happens in this, but some really cool things happen, some bittersweet moments. And I'm really excited to see where Theo goes from here. So, all right, guys, well, that is the end of our library manga vlog video. I hope you guys enjoyed coming with us. I hope you guys got hopefully some of you, a deeper appreciation for the library and what it might have to offer in terms of manga content. So like I said earlier, go check out your local library or give them a call, see if they have a manga section. You may be absolutely surprised. So I hope you guys also enjoyed getting some food with us. We definitely had a blast, and we hope you did too. If you guys like content just like this, please let me know down in the comments how you enjoyed it, and please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thanks, guys. See you next time.